Hello everybody, this is Simon with another video for the Hard Games thread of Mega Man Dongs. I do love that this game has save slots, and a certain other game released this year does not, even though it's also a fan game, but finished and official? Oh well, time for some sick burns. This is a pretty good stage with a pretty good idea, however it's also really fucking difficult. Going to see more on that later on. That's the reason why the video is 12 minutes. So last time I missed kind of because of the nature of the stage going over Mega Man's moves. Shooting, charging, as usual. The charge time is really low though. But the Mega Man 5 Buster, you gotta like that. Sliding too. And in the very first version I played, you couldn't slide jump correctly if you held down. It's kind of annoying and led to a few deaths. It has been fixed and you can turn off the old sliding mechanic if you want to. Options, man, that's the best. So, this stage is gimmick. You can set Mega on fire with a fire pill, or freeze him with an ice pill, both of which don't do damage of course, but make you immune to the element. This very simple concept goes to great lengths to make the stage very varied and interesting. A lot of obstacles can be tackled either one way or another. As you can see here, first you get a little ice section, with instant kill ice down there by the way, and then a little fire one, which we are now immune to. So you can more or less, whenever you die, and you will probably die a lot of times, change up your experience, which is a very good thing, in my opinion. So, the Aqua Blaster, I don't know, I forgot, is kind of a wimpy weapon because it just doesn't travel that far. However, if it hits something, that something is dead. It also shoots downwards, which won't help us against these cannons because they're invincible, sadly enough. And this part, man, this part is really fucking hard. I mean, I've said it time and time again that this game is not easy, but yeah, whew. All those bullets and the knockback, and you are forced into being on fire for the section of course, otherwise it would be kind of nonsensical, but yeah, ooh. This time around, for variety's sake, I took ice. And as you can see, now I'm immune to those bullets. And yeah, the weapon isn't bad per se, but as is the nature of this game, you will probably not die to damage, but rather to the instant death that abounds. So sooner or later I will run out of weapon energy if I use the weapons all the time, because it doesn't refill with infinite lives, it would just refill on the game over. And even though I got 2 weapon energies to the left here, still overall it is not really worth it to switch all the time, just to deal with enemies a little easier, because well, they are not the problem. So, save down here, just let's see. Okay, can't get up here. The situation is kind of dire because why did it... Hey, goddammit, I was safe here! I really do not understand why this happened. Maybe I overlooked something crucial in how the ice bullets get activated, but when I just stand there they are always exploding in the same spot, and then they didn't for some reason? I don't know if it is a glitch or... here, this one fired higher. So, this entire setup, this entire room, I have never beaten it. Spoilers, I won't either, because ice physics this time. It's just far too inconsistent when it's safe and when not. I have no idea how I would tackle this. I haven't seen the upper part at all until now. Kind of sad that I can't show it off, but this is not a comprehensive Let's Play after all. The game isn't finished, I'm just here to talk about difficulty in general and praise the very good ideas that it has, while allowing myself to critique the ones that don't work at all. Like for example, Heatman. Yeah, Dectilon has already promised that he and Robot Goat are working on a version that isn't, well, non-functional as a threat. Also, what I have noticed is that if he gets off his last fire attack, then the fire will linger and impede your progress on the way to the health pellet, which should not be. It should vanish when he dies, in my opinion at least. So yeah, the last room was kind of inconsequential, and as you can see, this entire fire run of the stage is far, far easier than the incredibly hard ice dodging up there. Generally, the ice bullets are definitely incredibly harder to dodge than the fire shooting ones, which are, by the way, if you haven't noticed that, inspired by the fire lotuses of Super Mario World. But yeah, And if you didn't see coming what this room was about the very first second you set foot in it, then you haven't played a Mega Man game. I'm usually not a big fan of Quickman lasers, though these here are I'm pretty okay with them, because it's very, very obvious what you have to do, and it's not a test of memorization or of really instantly seeing what you have to do, but rather your skills per se, and I have no idea how I did this one the first time, in this recording session at least. It killed me so often the first time I played this level, the very first time, and now I'm just breezing through it, and really it's fucking hard, because the ladder physics aren't perfect. They never were in Mega Man, in my opinion at least, not perfect, and the hitbox of the cannon is a little bit too big, and they make you slide down because they're on ice, which is a nice touch, but it's definitely not helping in that section. So usually you will die there very often. So. And this part, fire part, of course I'm being forced into it because of I was ice at the start. And now I respawn here, very good idea, because whenever I die now I can choose what to take. Fire immunity, of course, as I've said before, is not that great, because again I wanted to kill the fire dude, but the cannon got in the way. As I said, just a slight bit too big in my opinion. So fire immunity is simply worse than ice immunity, because fire bullets are far easier to dodge. Also the penguins are definitely, as they shoot directly at you, definitely a far harder enemy than the little Chinkies. So yeah, bottom route. Again, everything is instant death. Whew. And timing. Oh my. Not one of my favorite pastimes to try and time that one. And yeah, another better look at the top route here. This is also pretty tough, but definitely manageable. It's very clear what you have to do, like so, for example, or kill the guy as he jumps, and then, yeah. This part, however, is definitely not one of my favorites. It's just too slow in my opinion. This is a trap, of course, but I think you can see it coming. It's fair, okay, it's not too bad, even though I despise instant death as a form of difficulty, and you can kind of expect that in this game, but generally it's just too much waiting around, because this part is completely insane. Absolutely no idea how to do that. Just look at that. Just look at that. You should be at least a little safe there in my opinion. I mean, okay, I get it's hard, but this is over the top. I can deal with most of the stuff this game asks of me, but not the ice part at the start, and not this. It's just, why did it hit me there? I mean, it didn't hit me at the start. It's just too inconsistent. It's just, you have to be absolutely pixel perfect in where you stand, or I'm just doing completely wrong. I don't know. It's absolutely not one of my favorites. Yeah. Few stupid deaths here and there, and then back to this part, which is far more manageable in my opinion. Just have to do the timing like so, and then onwards, and fucking hell, this guy comes completely out of nowhere. Ah, so frustrating. Definitely, this part of the level could be made a little tamer, I think. From my very own casual perspective, of course. Maybe you think it's completely okay, and that's your call, definitely. And yeah, I left this in because it was a perfect run. Just shows you how to do the if you're on fire, how to do that without getting hit. And another attempt here. Yeah, it's not going to be the winning run. I can tell you that already, and you can probably also tell from the video length. Even though the level isn't over after this. Yeah, there's still one more part to go. But yeah, again, timing. My big problem with this is that you have to jump when you still see something, and damn it. That was ice physics. The next death is 2. Just a nudge a little, and you immediately slide off into those things. I didn't really feel like that was my fault at all in that case, and here too. I mean, come on, I was on the platform. I should really have been safe. This was my fault, yeah. But too often in these two sections, I feel like, no, that's definitely, I could definitely not have done anything to prevent the death. And this is when difficulty falls flat for me. When I say, okay, this is bullshit, because in no way that was my fault. Absolutely. And it's just frustrating then, if I have to redo it, because it was the game's fault. Okay, ultimately it wasn't, I know that, you know, but difficulty is a very subjective thing, and in the spur of the moment, I certainly won't go rationally, okay, wait, I could have prevented that, blah blah blah. No. Left the whole run in here because it was a perfect ice run, yeah, got all of those. I mean, it's just, the constant repetition isn't too bad, because as I've already stated in the last video, God, fuck! Almost, yeah, but still I got hit. As I said, I have absolutely no idea how to deal with it. Yeah, this is the winning run, by the way. This one I'm starting earlier. Yeah, in general, the good thing about repeating this, about having to repeat this, is that it doesn't get too repetitive, as you can always improve your skills in minor details and feel better every time you do it. Asshole. And okay, this whole part here is just an absolute clusterfuck, because I haven't seen it all that much, and there is so much stuff flying at you at once, and there is absolutely no way to prepare for it. So it's more or less memorization practice, and I have no idea how I would do this with limited lives. There's a checkpoint here, by the way, for which I'm really glad, but will not need it. Yeah, back to the argument before, the repetition isn't too bad, especially in this level, because you can, oh, sick dodge, because you can always just take another route, and as you can see, I did switch it up quite a lot, all those edits very chronological order, and just to keep things from becoming stale and dying on the same part over and over again. It's a very, very good concept. As I said, the idea for this stage is fantastic. Also the last part where it cancels out your power up and you have to deal with both kinds of damage at once now, and then you can fight the boss as you choose. It's really, really good. I love it. It's just the details, you know, the details of it prevent me from really enjoying the stage totally. Also, I mean, the boss has an instant kill attack, the jets from above, which are here to always hit you with the element you're weak to right now, and it's a really, really fun boss, so make no mistake. But I think that instant death in a boss fight also crosses the line, because you will have spent like half an hour or an hour or 2 hours even getting through this very hard stage, and then the boss, and then you're in last life, and the boss says, "Well, you're dead. Fuck you." It's just, it's hard. Yeah, hard, definitely hard. But I wouldn't like it. I would get frustrated. Yes, you have to like that, I guess. For now, thanks for your attention.